Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are doing very well and enjoying your online classes. In English language, we are learning sequence of tenses. We have learned that tense of subordinate clause changes according to the tense of the main clause in a sentence. And here, the rule that we have learned so far is if the tense of the main verb of main clause is in past tense, the tense of the subordinate clause is generally in past tense. But there are few exceptions. Number one, if subordinate clause expresses scientific fact, as the teacher told us that that oil floats on water. The teacher told us that oil floats on water. And second was there general or universal truth. Copernicus proved that the earth is round. Or moreover, I've already told you, you have to see if the meaning or sense of the sentence shouldn't change. Accordingly, you have to use the tenses. See, so there are few rules. You have to keep this fact in your brain. That meaning of tense of subordinate clause will only be changed if the meaning doesn't change. So there are few exceptions that we learn, and proceeding further with the exceptions, that is, see here, Copernicus proved that the earth moves around the sun. So here the tense of the main clause is in past tense, but the tense of subordinate clause is not in past tense. See, the earth moves around, this is in present tense. So if you change it, the earth moved around, meaning will change, because this is universal truth. Now, the teacher told us that honesty is the best policy. Here also, this is the same case. He told me that the Hindus burned their dead. Same is here. Now, if you find subordinate clause expresses place, region, or comparison, then also tense of the subordinate clause will be in any tense, and it's double tense, though the tense of the main clause is in past tense. So, a place and region already we have discussed. Now let's discuss about comparison. See here, he loved me more than he loves anyone. Here this is comparison. So he loved me, though the tense of the main clause is in past tense, the tense of subordinate clause is in present, simple present. See, he loves anyone. Now here some more rules. Generally, if you find subordinate clause beginning with than, then though the tense of the main clause is in past tense, the tense of subordinate clause will be any tense. according to the correct sense or meaning expressed. See here. He loved me more than he loves his own children. Here you have used simple present tense in subordinate clause. In second sentence, he loved me more than he loved his own children. Here you have used past tense in subordinate clause as well. So here it means it happened. The action of the subordinate clause takes place in an indefinite time. Time is not mentioned. See here. That's why here simple past tense you have used. He loved his own children. Now he loved me more than he will love his own children. Here you have used future tense in the subordinate clause. He will love his own children. So here you have seen, if subordinate clause as comparison, place, or region, you may use any tense, though the tense of the main clause is in past. Next in the exception is if, see here example, yesterday I met a man who sells balloons. Here the subordinate clause is in present tense, who sells balloons. It means this is the description of the man sells, that is selling balloons. So here who sells balloons, here this is a subordinate clause is an adjective clause. Who sells balloons? Which man? Who sells balloons? This is adjective clause. That's why this is not in past tense. So here if you find subordinate clause as an adjective clause, then though the tense of the main clause in past tense, the subordinate clause will be in any tenses. Yesterday I met a man who sells balloons. Second sentence, yesterday I met a man who sold me balloons. Here you have used past tense only. So according to the sense, you will use the tense. Now let's discuss another rule. If you find the tense of the main clause is in present tense, tense of the subordinate clause may be any. See here example. He says that he is fine. He says, simple present tense, and subordinate clause, he is fine. This is also in present tense. He says that he was fine. Here subordinate clause is in past tense. He says that he will be fine. Here subordinate clause is in future tense. He will say that he is fine. Look here. Here principal clause is in future tense and subordinate clause is in present tense. He will say that he was fine. More examples. He says that she was at the club. He says that she is at the club. He says that she will be at the club. This way you can say, if the tense of the main clause is in present, the tense of subordinate clause may be in any tenses according to the sense expressed. And see the another rule. If you find the tense of the main clause in present tense, and when you change the tense of subordinate clause into present continuous, present perfect, future or past tense, the meaning will change a little bit. See here. I know what you are thinking right now. This is present continuous tense. See here. I know what you are thinking right now. So here the tense of the main clause is in present tense. You are changing the tense into tense of subordinate clause into present continuous. See. I think he has crossed the line. Here you have used present perfect. It means the action is over, has crossed the line. Here action is over. That is expressed by subordinate clause. She says that she will think about it. Here this is future, simple tense. She will think about it. The action will happen in future. I hope you made the right choice. So here in subordinate clause, the action suggests to take place in an indefinite time. Well, dear students, that's all for now. In the next class, I'll be again with another video and we'll study more. The chapter, the sequence of tenses. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.